Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for joining me for this video today. My name's Leanne. Welcome to my channel In the Garden again. In this video, I'm going to go through with you guys what I am doing to get ready for farmers market season. It is just around the corner. My first market is the first weekend of April. I think it's April 2nd and 3rd or 1st and 2nd, something like that. The first Friday and Saturday of April. So I'm going to be doing two markets this year. The one is the market that I did last year, and then the second one is the one that starts the first weekend of April. It's just the first weekend of the month, of every month throughout the season. So, this is only my second year selling at the farmers markets. So take everything that I'm going to say with a grain of salt because of my lack of experience. However, if you are also new at the farmers market scene, I figured making a video about what I'm doing might be encouraging to people to either get into it or keep plugging away at it, that it's possible. Go on. So it always helps me before I jump into a project is to make a list to help me stay focused. And so I don't always do that, but I definitely can tell that it's a lot less stressful for me if I do that. So here we go. For the first market that I'm doing, I'm going to be selling microgreens and plant starts. For the second market that I'm going to be doing, which is the one I did last year, I'm going to be selling this cut flowers and t-shirts, crafts, anything, because my husband is hopefully going to be able to make some planter pots and a few different things also to be able to sell at the market. So now that I know when I want to start growing, I know when I need to start everything. So for the plant starts, I already have them all either sown in the trays or growing and ready to be up potted like a couple of days before. So I do the soil block thing, but I have a couple of ideas for how I'm going to actually sell the plants. I'm consider either using solo cups that I have left over from the season and putting cute labels on them, or little clear plastic goodie bags, putting the soil block in a coffee filter and then putting that in one of those clear plastic goodie bags, just tying the top of it closed so that the coffee filter will keep the dirt together and the plastic bag will keep the coffee filter together because the coffee filter will get wet from the dirt. So that's my plan for that. It really just depends on a few things. So I'll show you guys my plant starts. I have them out in the greenhouse right now. I just sowed a tray of more herbs and a tray of marigolds. Those have not sprung up yet, but I do have a full tray of Lola Rosa lettuce that's going to be going for sale at the market. And I also have tomatoes that I'm going to have extras of and peppers that I'm going to have extras of. They may not all be ready to sell at the same market, but that might work out in my favor because then I will have a good turnover of things. The second type of plant that I'm going to be selling is the microgreens. I bought trays for this with the drainage holes at the bottom. I have the peat moss and the stuff I need to mix with it to make the soil for the microgreens. I'm just waiting for the seeds to come in the mail. I ordered them from True Leaf Market. I'll link that in the description below. I'm not affiliated or anything, but they had really good prices. So I'll link that in the description below if you're interested in growing microgreens for yourself or for selling. It's a really good thing to get into. I guess like a lot of people are doing it, and my husband has really been encouraging me to get into selling microgreens. So I'm going to give it a try. I've got 5 trays to start growing microgreens, and I have these little plastic, like clear plastic salad containers that snap shut that I am going to make little microgreen growing kits with. And I'm going to make little microgreen growing kits with those, and I'm going to try to grow directly in those and see if I can sell those at the market too. I don't know, I thought that it would be kind of a cute idea, another thing that I can add to the list of items that I'm selling, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. At the other market, I'm going to be selling cut flowers too. So I already have a fair bit of flower seeds sown directly out in the garden. I could probably get away with direct sowing my zinnia seeds here pretty soon too. But those are not going to be ready until like a month or two in, maybe even longer than that, into the season because the flowers need time to grow and put blooms out and everything. I have calendula seeds out, larkspur seeds out, and some echinacea. But echinacea is a perennial, so I am anticipating that taking a while to get established and not really giving me flowers this year. Maybe it will. I'm gonna grow sunflowers, zinnias, asters, some frosted explosion grass, and then a few other types of flowers for my cut flowers, build your own bouquet bar part of the farmer's market. Okay, what I'm doing differently this year for the market, other than doing 2 markets, is I have my own pop-up tent and table to display things. Actually just picked it up today. I found someone posted a free dining room table on Facebook Marketplace, and it fits perfectly in the back of my minivan with the legs off of it, and I could just attach the legs onto it. And when I set the market up, oh my gosh, it literally could not fit any better in the back of the minivan. It's the perfect shape. It's not too heavy for me. My hope is to get one more table to be able to put in the back of the minivan and have like kind of like a cute little like living room vibe. I might get like an outdoor rug to put in the area so that it's kind of a really inviting area for people to come in to look at all the plants and chit chat about gardening. I might have a couple of chairs set up for people if they wanted to talk about gardening with me. And just kind of spread the joy of gardening as best that I can. That's really the goal. And that brings me to another point that I wanted to make. I heard this quote from the YouTube channel Gardenery. I'm forgetting the woman's name, but she's a gardening consultant. And she said something like, hold on, Baba. She said something like, have a mission that is greater than your business. And for me, the mission is to spread the love of gardening. I think gardening is so important. It's very healthy. I think it's something that everybody should get into a little bit. If that's houseplants, or if that's a full-blown vegetable garden, or even if that is pots on your patio with some vegetables and herbs. Anything. Flowers. Growing things is so good for, at least for my mental health. Obviously, I can't speak for everybody, but I think it's definitely a really healthy thing to get into, even if you are not particularly drawn to gardening. Being outside to get more vitamin D, having more reasons to get outside, it's just, I really don't know how it would negatively affect somebody. Anyways, now for when to start the plants. If you're going to be selling things like herbs and lettuces, and you want them to be like well established, it depends on if you are growing plants to want to sell the plant for the customer to plant out into their garden, or if you want the plant to stay in the pot that you have it in when you're giving it to the customer. If you're going to have it in the pot that it's going to stay in for the most of its life, then, or its whole life, you might want to put it into a little bit bigger of a pot and have the plant a little more established. So because of that, you would start it a little earlier. Say like for lettuce, for example, like lettuce, you might want to start that like a month ahead of time. And then you have it established in the pot, and it can stay in the pot on the customer's patio. My boys are being cute. So what I have done so far, and what I still need to do, I've got my tent, I've got my chairs, I've got one table. I have the trays for my microgreens, I have my plants started, and what I still need to do is make signs for the plants. I want to make cute little wooden signs. I'm going to paint them to display everything, to have prices very obviously marked so that it's easy for people, and to have I would like to get one more table. I need to still start my microgreens. Those only take like a week, maybe 10 days to grow all the way, so I don't really need to start those now. I'm waiting. My microgreen seeds are supposed to be delivered tomorrow, so I will most likely get those going for the test run sometime this weekend. And then the market starts the first weekend of April. I'll get them going for that probably, I don't know, beginning of the last week of March, maybe more like the middle of next week. Probably around when this video goes up is when I'll be getting these started. This video is going to go up on Wednesday. Today is Friday. Jesse, stay. So I've been on YouTube for 2 full years. I'm rolling into my 3rd year right now. My channel has grown very steadily, but slow. I am still under 500 subscribers, and I am just kind of not feeling like it's worth it anymore to be putting out so much content on YouTube. So what I'm going to be doing instead is, I've already mentioned this in a video, but I'm cutting down to 1 video a week. And I was going to try to, with my Rumble account, because I post on Rumble too, I was going to try to catch Rumble up with all of my past content, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I actually don't think I even started doing that, but I am not organized enough to do that. So I am going to be posting on YouTube and Rumble once a week, and I'm going to try to concentrate my efforts on the markets this year. Less on the content creation, more on the markets, and I'm going to try to stop creating content for the channel and just record little bits and pieces of what I'm actually working on. So I think that'll help me a lot to make things that are more interesting for people, and also to stick with the tasks that I really need to get done in the garden. So I need to be on a schedule for watering, a schedule for fertilizing, a schedule for weeding. I really struggle with that when I am trying to make 3 videos a week. So I planned out my videos for the month ahead of time. I got a week ahead of recording videos, but I was just constantly recording, constantly editing, and I don't want to be doing that. I want to be outside. This guy's being grumpy. Yeah, it's loud. So, with that, I hope you guys found this video encouraging. If you need a friend to learn how to garden with, I'm your girl. Happy gardening.